Welcome back, my love! Wait, is that y'all? I know y'all miss my face. I know y'all miss me. But it's your girl Kalia Loving. I'm back with another video. If y'all new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. Cause if you ain't subscribed to me, then what y'all doing? And make sure you hit my notification bell so you get notified every time I post. Cause y'all be loving it. So might as well join Kalia Loving, and that's my period. But today, y'all, this is gonna be something different. I keep looking, like I haven't done a video in a minute, so I don't know if I should look in the middle to the camera. I don't really know, but y'all know I'm talking to you, so it's whatever. But all right, let's get serious. Cause this is something that we gotta talk about. For me, it's something we gotta talk about. All right, so today's kind of like a serious, connection between you guys and my personal life. So it's like me not trying to, because I mean, I'm gonna open up, but this is me opening up about something that I went through recently. So if you have me on social media, and in which you don't, pause this video. Make sure you add me on Snapchat. Make sure you add me on Facebook. Make sure you add my Instagram, because if you want to see all my outfits and how I slay them, go follow my socials. Thanks, boo. But not for real. Serious. Okay, seriously, stop. All right. Alright, so if you have me on my socials, you know that I've had a recent surgery. I had surgery on Tuesday. It's now Monday. No, today's Sunday. Today's Monday. Sorry, I just forget my days. So tomorrow will be a week since I've had my surgery. I'm just gonna answer like mostly the main questions that everybody has been asking me. I just want to do a video on it because I feel like, I don't know who it can help, who has the same issue as me or who had the same issue as me, but I'm just gonna start from the beginning, and then I'm gonna go in step by step and like tell every detail about what I had to, had to do before I was technically known as cured, or whatever you want to say. All right, so back in February of 2020, I think it was like around Valentine's Day, maybe a little bit after, I'm not really sure, I had transferred schools. When I transferred schools, I was going through a lot. I was creating my brands. I was working 2 jobs. What else? I just got my license. I had to pay for a lot of stuff, responsibilities. I was on YouTube at the time. Actually, the time that my videos got deleted, so I was super stressed about that. And basically, like, I just wasn't feeling good on the inside. I wasn't feeling like my natural self. I always looked tired. I didn't have enough energy to do anything, like literally anything. Like, it came down to the point like when my health was like literally concerning to my family. So after a while, around February, Valentine's Day happened or whatever. So boom, I'm at work, and I used to work at Subway. I still work at Subway, but at a different location. So when I worked at Subway, I was closing the store with one of my coworkers, and me and my coworker are really close. So at the time, I was closing the store, still trying to get everything done so I can go home. I felt very tired. I don't really know how to explain it. Kind of like as if my body was very sore. It was like rejecting things that I normally do, like eating certain foods and drinking certain things. Like, I just didn't feel normal. Like, I didn't even have energy to go see my friends or anything like that. I just felt very like unreal, sort of say. And I had no idea what it was, but I just knew something was wrong with me because I'm such an energetic person. So when I don't have energy, it's kind of alarming. So all right, one night I was closing, like I was saying, and I instantly felt pain like in my stomach, like it was like sharp pains. Like, yeah, girls know, like when you get your period you get like a sharp cramp. That's kind of what I felt, but like 10 times harder, and it would like hurt so bad that I had to like literally sit in the back of the store like on my knees. Like I couldn't even stand up, I couldn't walk anymore. Like my stomach was just gone. Like everything in me felt so sharp in pain. It was like so crazy to me because I never felt something like that. And I knew something was wrong because I stopped everything I was doing. Like I didn't care where I was. Like I didn't even care that my coworkers see me like that. So that's how I really knew that something was wrong. So my first instinct was to call my mom. My mom's a nurse, so I just figured like, I could tell her some of the things that my symptoms are. But whew, I'm out of breath now because surgery doesn't allow me to like speak the way I want to. I just have to keep going in. I'm almost kicking my butt, guys. But like I was saying, I called my mom. I tried to tell her like the things that were going on, but I just couldn't. I instantly started crying on the phone. It was so bad. Like I was in excruciating pain. Like I felt like something was wrong. Like I felt like something was really wrong with my insides. So when I got on the phone with my mom, she seen me crying. She was very alarmed. I told her I had very sharp pains, like very sharp pains in like my upper stomach area. Instantly my mom thought kidney stones, and that's what my coworker thought too. So immediately I had to leave work. They didn't even care. I just couldn't be like in the working environment at the time. So they was going to call the ambulance, but me being me, I don't like being nowhere, especially without my mom. I don't care what y'all talk about, but I won't go in no ambulance or no hospital if I don't see my mother, cause what this look like? You think I'm gonna have people touch me and and observe me when I'm my mother? No, like. So my grandma came to get me or whatever, and it was so bad when I got in the car. I was like literally holding onto my stomach, clenching it, like thinking I was gonna throw up. I couldn't walk anything, so I had to like literally be carried up to my stairs in my house. It was like terrible. I remember I had like these huge stairs that you had to walk up to my room. I couldn't make it to my room at all. When I got up to the stairs, I went straight to the bathroom, instantly threw up. Then like I had these shakes so bad, like I felt so cold, like it was so cold in the house, and it really wasn't. It was really me. So at this point, it was very alarming. I really felt like I was dying. I really did feel like that. I had like such a bad pain and I was shivering. So I laid on my bathroom floor, like right on my bathroom floor, like no lie. Like I didn't care that there was nothing on my floor. Like I just literally laid on the floor with my head on it and everything. It was so bad. I was still in my work clothes and everything. So I'm gonna fast forward to when I got to the hospital. So my mom came, she left work, and she brought me to the hospital. The hospital was very bad. I couldn't walk into the emergency room, so they had to give me a wheelchair so they can, see what's going on. Um, at first, everybody was kind of confused because my pain was so bad that I was kind of yelling. So they kind of like, they wanted to rush my process because I was yelling, and there's a lot of people in the emergency room. I just didn't care. Like, I'm in pain. Hello. How are you? I'm in pain. Help me. Like, So it was really bad. My face looked terrible like it does now. Like I'm very pale. I have very extreme eye bags. Like it doesn't matter how much sleep I get, I look tired, and that's the effect of this condition. So okay, so yeah, I get seen by a doctor or a surgeon, but no, it was like I was seen by a nurse. I tell her my symptoms. She starts asking me, am I pregnant? Because the abdominal pain kind of seemed like I was, possibly going through a miscarriage or something. So immediately I said no because I'm gay, obviously. So, I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. Like she just started asking me personal questions, yada, yada, yada. Then I had to have an IV and I had to draw some blood because they wanted to see exactly what it was. I had to wait hours. I came in there around 11 o'clock-ish. I didn't leave till 4 in the morning, so I was there for about 5 hours, 6 maybe. I can't do math right now. When the test came back, I had white cells. White cells indicate that you have an infection, and I had that in my liver area. So they thought there was something wrong with my liver, and they wanted to get a closer look, so I had to go through an ultrasound. The ultrasound was a better way to look through my stomach and to see exactly what was going on, so they can pinpoint where the pain was coming from and possibly, you know, tell me what the options were. When I went to the ultrasound, I was still shivering, so it's like in so much like shock that my body was going through, because it was like deep trauma that I never faced before. And I was actually covered in so many blankets because I'm like this big, like I have produced no body heat at all. So I went through the ultrasound, and my mom's kind of like trained to like, well, she is a nurse, so she's trained how they were trained. So when the doctor was looking through my stomach, she kind of had like a blank face, but my mom could tell because she's trained the same way that there was something wrong. So my mom was trying not to like be obvious about it, because, you know, she wanted me to be calm, but I knew there was something wrong. Fast forward, actually getting the ultrasound, they found out I had gallstones. If you don't know what gallstones are, they come from your gallbladder, and then your gallbladder sits right under your liver. So it produces bile. Bile comes from like greasy foods, fat foods like steak, meat, what else? Ice cream, milk, any of those kind of foods, fatty foods. That's what bile kind of produces. So it gets rid of the fat so your body could digest better. So mine was completely gone. My gallbladder was so like angry that it was causing that bad pain, and actually makes you feel like you're dying. It's like really bad. So instantly my mom starts weighing out my options. So my first option was to cut down meat in general. I had decided that because I paid attention to the way I was eating for like the past week before that pain, because like I said, it felt very draining, and I just wanted to, you know, like I really thought I had COVID, but I didn't, like, because I didn't have any like the symptoms. I didn't have sneezing, coughing, respiratory symptoms, but I was just very tired. Like my muscles were very relaxed, and that's one of the things of COVID. So I was kind of nervous about that, but I actually didn't, and I, you know, very thankful for that. That's a very touchy subject, so I'm trying to like, you know, avoid it. But yeah, so I had gallstones, and then, you know, I didn't go to school for a week because of the pain and stuff, so that happened. I'm thinking I'm fine. I stopped eating meat for a while. I did that for about 3 months until up to June. Up till June, my gallstones were gone. I kind of passed them. Everything was fine. But I still wasn't the same. I was still weak. You know, I couldn't eat certain foods. But, you know, me being me, I work a lot. I have 2 jobs. So it's hard for me to be home and make dinner. So I kind of eat whatever my food makes, whatever my job makes. And I work at sandwich places. So, you know, quick little sandwich or something, you know. So I started like eating kind of like I would have a grilled cheese every night. So like I would kind of see how that triggered my gallstones again, but not really, but kind of do. Like I kind of do, but I kind of don't. You know what I mean? But yeah. So about 3 weeks ago, um, it was a regular night. You know, I was watching TV. I had my grilled cheese. You know, grilled cheese with pickles, baby, from Miller's. Bro, I can't wait to recover because that's what I'm eating. But yeah, I had that. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, this is a good night. It's a good night. I'm doing my schoolwork. I'm like, yeah, let's go, girl. Get things done. Psych. My stomach said psych. You saw it? And he saw it out the window. Good day, who? Bye. That's how it literally went. And I got up because I started feeling like bloated. So I'm getting worried because I'm like, bro, I'm never bloated unless it's that time of the month. So instantly I get up. That's like my first reaction because I know I'm going to throw up because I start getting hiccups. And I hate throwing up. Like, bro, that's my last option. I'm not going to throw up. So I'm like, are you serious? I'm not going to throw up because it's so nasty. Like, no, canceled, and no, no. So then I like try to go to the bathroom because maybe I gotta go. Maybe I gotta go. Like, you know what I mean? The toilet. But anyways, that's not what it is. When I come back to my room, instant pain. I instantly drop to the floor. I recognize this pain. It's my motherfucking gallstones. It's my motherfucking gallstones. So instantly I call my mom. Call her. Like, oh my god, it's happening again. Like, this needs to come out. Like, my gallbladder needs to come out. So 2 weeks before that episode happened again, I had spoken to her surgeon and she said that she could do my surgery. She explained how the surgery went. I would get 4 small incisions around my stomach and they would insert instruments and take out my gallbladder. It was a very, simple procedure. Well, it sounded like a simple procedure. And, I've never gotten surgery before. I was never put under anesthesia before. The only thing I've ever gotten was stitches. I had stitches on my back and my eyebrow, but that's about it. I've never been put to sleep ever in my life. So I was kind of skeptical. I was like, okay, let me see, if it happens again, then I'll do surgery. My luck. 2 weeks later, I end up getting the pain. So in July, I get a second episode. I call my mom. I go to the ER. Actually, no. That night, it was bad because when I laid in my bed, I was shaking so bad. It looked like my mom described it as I was having a seizure. I was unresponsive and I just kept shaking and my eyes actually rolled back a little. I remember because it was scary to me because I couldn't say anything, but I knew what was going on and I was literally in my bed just shaking to death, screaming on the top of my lungs because I was in such pain. But I went to the ER. It took forever. So I didn't end up going to see a doctor or anybody because that's how long they took. The next morning we call my surgeon. I'm not gonna say her name, but I called my surgeon and we let her know that the pain had happened again and I would like to do the surgery. Because at this point it just has to come out and I don't want to live with that pain anymore. So we agree that we're gonna do surgery. The surgery date was suggested to be August 18th. So to be honest, I'd have surgery today. But I had it last week because it was pushed back, which was kind of alarming because I didn't get a notice about my surgery until like 4 days before. So it was crazy. So I had to prepare earlier than I thought and I wasn't ready at all. So I was kind of nervous. I'm an overthinker. So I thought about every bad way that this could go. Like, I'm saying, like, girl, I'm gonna die. Like, if I don't wake up, that's it. My life's over. Like, bro, like, I'm going crazy because I've never been under anything before. I've never been put to sleep. I always go to sleep willingly. Like, when I take a nap, I want to take a nap. I go to sleep, but someone's knocking me out. Like, all right, so boom. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because this clip is kind of long and I know y'all don't want to hear me talk for 23 or 25 minutes. So I spent the day before my surgery with my friends because I just want to, because I'm gonna be out for a long time. She told me that I was gonna be out for 2 to 3 weeks, which is not bad for recovery. I don't think. I feel like that's a good time span. People recover for longer. It just depends on the person. So I agreed, whatever. 2 to 3 weeks is nothing to me. It's gonna pass by. So Monday night I'm packing. I just packed my regular stuff in a little backpack. I throw on whatever because I know when I wake up in the morning, I'm gone. My surgery is for 11 o'clock in the morning. I go to Hasbro, I check in, and they, draw some blood and stuff just for that they can have it. And now they tell us that we have to wait because there was an emergency surgery and that they have to take immediately. So I understood because, it's an emergency surgery. So it's 11 o'clock. My surgery doesn't happen until, I think 4. I don't know. I'm going to say like 3. Yeah, 4. 4 o'clock. So my surgery happens at 4 o'clock. Now, when I get upstairs to finally see the surgeons and stuff, I get put in a journey. I think that's what they call it in hospitals, a journey. And I'm gonna insert a clip here. I was dancing because I was nervous, and that's what I do. I like dance when I'm nervous, and I just can't sit still. So this is me dancing in the hospital before my surgery. I'm a character for life. Like, y'all need to get with me. So I'm saying my gang's lit, like, yeah. But yeah, that's what I was doing. They took me to a pre-op room, and it was a bunch of kids. And we all looked the same. We all had the same outfit on. It was mad funny because I was like, damn, like, this is scary. But it was so like alarming because it was mad small kids, and I felt so bad because I was like, oh my gosh, what you have to go through, you're so small. Like, it was like, it made me teary-eyed. But anyways, when I was in the pre-op room, they just, they got kids into surgery. I was watching SpongeBob, charging my phone, talking to my peoples on the phone, whatnot. And I was really nervous, like nervous to the point where I was thinking like, dang, I don't think I want to do this anymore, because I was getting so close. I was like, yeah, no. I'm so scared, like. But an hour later, she comes and she's telling me it's my turn. The anesthesia lady, she comes up to me, she's telling me about the risks of anesthesia and how they do things. First thing she tells me that is, oh, have anybody in your family reacted badly to anesthesia? None of my family has. And then she tells me the risks. The risks are like my body can reject the medicine that makes me go to sleep, and afterwards when I wake up I can have extreme vomiting, I can throw up from it and stuff like that, headaches, stuff like that. Now, the one thing she told me that was kind of scary to me was that they're gonna put like a tube on my lungs so that I could breathe, and that while they're putting that in, they could possibly chip a tooth. So I was like, chip my teeth? Bro, my teeth not cute. Like, jeez. Hey. Hey. So I'm like, oh my god, like if you chip my tooth, it's over. Like, it's over. So I was like scared. I was like, dang. Do I want to do this? I don't know. So my mom, she was like, you could chip a tooth? What you mean? What you mean? So she was like, yeah, that's a possibility. But if you have like a wide, type, if you could open your mouth wide, then we should be good. So that wasn't too bad. So now they're getting ready. They're like, tell your mom, goodbye, you'll see her. And I was like, I want to cry so bad because like I'm such a crybaby. I cry so bad. I'm a Pisces, I'm the last Pisces. March 20th is my birthday. Remember the date, boo. So like I be mad sensitive. So anyways, they're like, tell your mom, goodbye, we'll see you later. So I hug my mom and stuff, give her my phone, charge my phone and stuff like that, yada yada. So they're walking me to the surgery room, the operation room. I walk in and there's mad doctors. So I get nervous because there's a lot of doctors, and I don't know, they kind of like made it seem like a simple surgery, but it looked difficult. So the pre-op room was very sterile. It smelled clean. So I was kind of good about that because, I don't want to be in a dirty operation room, obviously. So there was just like this one like single bed with a squishy pillow, and I had to lay on the squishy pillow. When I first laid down, I had my pants on. Remember I said that because after you're gonna see why I said that. I had my pants on, I had my shirt on, and one of the nurses took an IV into my vein. Alright, so I'm back, y'all. So where I left off was that the anesthesia lady was about to like put the anesthesia in my oxygen mask. So basically, oh, my voice sounds better. Let's get it. But anyways, she was about to put the anesthesia, She didn't tell me to count or anything, which was kind of weird. All she kept telling me was that she's gonna put it through, but she never told me that I was actually done, and then I just passed out. Like, I was night. Like, that's all I remember. My mom was very scared because Mind you, the surgery was only supposed to take an hour to an hour and a half. My surgery took 3 hours. My surgery took 3 hours. Mind you, they did not update my mom. They didn't tell her what was going on, because the surgery could possibly require an open cut surgery, meaning that if they couldn't do the procedure, I'm gonna insert probably a few clips about what my surgery looked like on different people. Probably not different people, but like a robot. I'm gonna put a clip because I found a clip on YouTube, and that's basically how my surgery went. So if they didn't do it this way, they was gonna cut my stomach open and get the gallbladder from hand. I was praying that they didn't do that because it was gonna be a longer recovery. It was gonna be 6 weeks, so almost like a month and a half. So I was praying that they wouldn't have to do that. It was 3 hours. They didn't update my mom. My mom was getting very nervous. So my mom called, she was bugging out. She was texting, my best friend, updating people, texting my grandmother and all that stuff. So my mom asked to speak to the surgeon. So the surgeon came down and told them that my gallbladder was literally like wood. Like, it was so bad. It was so stuck to my liver that it was so complicated to remove. So it was almost like, really, like in my case, it was like an 80 to 20% chance that I was gonna have to get the open cut surgery, which I'm so blessed that I didn't have to get that. Move the camera back. But I didn't have to get the open cut surgery, so they did it like laparoscopically, talk to terms. But yeah, my surgery took 3 hours. I did still have the 4 incisions. So actually, let me show you guys, because I know you guys are like, let me see. Alright, so I've had 4 incisions. So one here, and this was like the main part, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Okay, so all right, so my belly button was like the main cut, and when they take the gallbladder out, they put it in a sack and they tie it up with robots inside my stomach, which is crazy to me. But they take the sack out and they pull it out from the incision from my belly button. Bro, when I tell you that was like, that area was so sore up until today. It was so sore up until this video. Like, it was hurting for a week because they had to like literally pull out the whole sack from that little cut, which is sick. So I woke up and I was knocked out. But when I got out of surgery, I could hear people talking, but I couldn't open my eyes because I was like so sleepy and out of it. Like, I felt like I was in my body, but then I wasn't, if that makes sense. All I heard was that my mom was talking, saying that she was gonna go to get something to eat because the cafeteria was closed due to the whole pandemic. My mom went to go get food because there's a Wendy's right down from Hasbro Hospital. If y'all from Providence, y'all know what I'm talking about. Eddy Street Wendy's. So the doctor told me that my mom left, and I ended up going back to sleep. I never really fully woke up, but like I told y'all, I heard voices and stuff like that, but my eyes were still closed. When I kind of woke up, my mom wasn't there, so I kind of got nervous. But she told me my mom went to go get food. I go to sleep again, and when I wake up, I get waking up to somebody pushing me on my hospital bed to somewhere else. So I asked the lady where she was taking me because my mom wasn't there, and I was kind of scared. So she was saying that she was going to take me to a room until my mom gets back. I went into this little kind of like curtain closed off room. There was nobody next to me. There was like a person next to me who had a surgery done, and they were in the room recovering. My mom came back, I'm gonna insert the picture here. That's how knocked out I was. Like, my head was to the side and everything. It was pretty bad. I didn't really have a bad, I don't have a bad thing to say about anesthesia. I was just totally knocked out. Even after the surgery, I woke up with no pants on, and I was like, bro, like, the crazy part is, like, when I was like in the gurney or whatever, I'm like, I woke up because it was cold. I'm like, bro, like there's an extra breeze somewhere. Yo, and I start getting nervous, so I'm like touching myself, like not a weird one, because I know y'all be like, what you mean you was touching yourself? But I was touching around. I'm like, where the hell are my pants? Bro, they took my pants and they never put them back on. I mean, I know why, it's a surgery and stuff like that, but I had no pants on. My mom came back, and I was getting my own room prepared, so they was gonna clean out a room so that I could stay in for the night. I waited over an hour for that room, so I was sleeping in like a little recovery room that they had me in. After when they did clean the room upstairs, I went in the room, and it was so cute. The lady that was pushing me throughout the hospital to get my room was it was a terrible ride, because there was so much, like, the elevator bumps, the elevator and where the ground meets is a big bump. Now after surgery, I was in such pain because I hadn't had any medication. All I had was my IV and no medication was pushed through there. So I felt every bump, and I was so sore, and like I was so like such in pain that I cried because I could feel every movement when I was getting moved. I couldn't handle it really, so they had to hurry up. When I went to the room, it was like such a cute little room. This is where kids stay. Kids who live in the hospital. This is the rooms that they use. The room is equipped like with a TV, a couch. We had a nice view. We had like a view looking over the city and a bridge and stuff. It was really nice. I appreciated that because like my mom was staying with me the whole time, so we appreciated that we had a nice room. They hooked me up to like the room and stuff. I had a bunch of IVs going. I was very like kind of like sedated, like I was there but I wasn't there. I could speak, but it was like very low toned because you have to use your stomach to speak and stuff, and obviously my stomach was kind of like going through something. I had to use the bathroom really bad. I did not know if I could stand up or not. So when the nurse and my mom picked me up, I was crying. Like, it hurt so bad that I told them to stop and just drop me because I couldn't do it. Like, they had to literally pull me by my arms. And as soon as like I got up midway, I was like, nope, can't do it. It hurts so bad. Like, I'd rather just piss myself, honestly. Obviously they was like, yeah, no, like you gotta try. They wasn't pushing me because in reality I could have got a bedpan, but I didn't want to do that. I kind of wanted to push myself. So I got up, I ended up, like, I cried, obviously. I walked to the bathroom very slowly. It took me like 10 minutes, legit 10 minutes to use the bathroom. Probably 20 minutes, the whole bathroom process, because I couldn't walk, and that was like my first time walking. I was in so much pain, but I ended up getting Tylenol. I ended up getting my medication and ended up working out. There was just like a whole bunch of surgeons coming in to check my incisions because that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to do a follow-up every couple hours. So I was feeling okay, especially when I took my medicine. I was just very laid out. So I just kept getting up to use the bathroom. I called my nurse and she would help me to the bathroom. I got moved to a different location. I got moved to a room with a different person. So I was going to share a room with a girl. They rolled me into that bedroom around 5 o'clock in the morning. I was so tired. I kept falling asleep. I was just gone. When I got to the second room, I kind of just went to sleep right away. I hadn't had anything to eat. The only thing I had something was an Italian ice. When I was in my first room, I couldn't have whole foods yet. I couldn't have solid foods, no crackers, nothing. All I had was water and Italian ice, which, hey, I didn't mind it. Before that, I couldn't eat anything, so the last thing I ate was Monday at 9 o'clock at night. So I almost didn't eat for about 36 hours, whole foods. So in the morning when I woke up, I kept getting waken up by surgeons because I had to take my medicine, because I had to take Tylenol every 6 hours. Surgeons came in and checked my cuts. My cuts are very clean. They still are very clean. She did a great job, my surgeon. So I was very thankful for that. Now I'm going to get into like the whole experience as of Hasbro alone. My mom, since she was being a nurse, her being her, she took more care of me than they did. My mom wasn't even on the clock, which was very kind of like concerning to me because, you know, say my mom wasn't a nurse and you guys just kind of like let me be. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like I wasn't really taken care of the way I should be. So I was kind of disappointed in that. But I start waking up around 7 o'clock ish. Now, Hasbro provides you with a breakfast or lunch, or however long you stay there, they provide you with food. So the first thing I was getting ready for was breakfast. They told me that I could start having whole foods, but something very light, like oatmeal, like cereal, like light stuff like that. So I had oatmeal and I think a couple of fruits, crackers, yeah, and that was about it. But before breakfast, it took forever and I was in so much pain, like so much pain. Like I didn't get no sleep. It was hard for me to sleep on my sides, everything. So I just laid there straight up. My shoulders were killing me. My back was killing me. I couldn't eat nothing. I was so hungry. So there was actually two little cute nurses. Shout out to them. They're not gonna say this for you, but shout out to you guys. They were student nurses. They came in, crackers and stuff like that. I don't know if y'all really want to hear the whole thing, but I'm gonna just tell a little bit of details. Fast forward. So basically, I started eating Whole Foods. I got discharged from the hospital the very same day. So I went in for surgery at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock on Tuesday, and I got out at 1 o'clock Wednesday. So I was there for a good time, not really a long time. But when I left the hospital, I was kind of like in so much pain that I couldn't do it. Car ride was awful. When I go home, it wasn't that bad. I took medicine, you know. Obviously, I can't do the things that I want to do, so I have to, you know, be helped with the shower, washing up, using the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't do anything by myself, which was kind of like awful for me because I like my space, like my privacy. But people had to carry me in my bed, had to lift me out of bed, had to bring my food, everything. I could not walk at all. The recovery process, let me tell you, was a bit struggling for me. I'm very like a very going person. I always want to go. I work a lot. I work 24/7. That's what I like to do. I don't really mind working. But I stayed in bed. I was really mostly bedbound for like the whole week. I didn't start getting out of bed until 3 days ago, which is I guess 3 days ago, so Friday-ish. Which was not bad at all. It's 3 days after my surgery, which is crazy. Because, you know, I just wanted to be better, you know. I just really wanted to be motivated and start doing stuff on my own again. But yeah, it was just, I'm really glad I got the surgery. Like I told you guys, my surgeon, from her word to mouth, my gallbladder was like what? It was so hard and disgusting. I had multiple gallstones and the pain was just gonna keep coming back if I didn't get removed. So I'm so thankful I got removed. I only have 4 incisions. I can't wait till I heal up fully. And that's about it. But thank y'all so much for, you know, giving me positive vibes through the whole experience. There's some of you who I really appreciate. Y'all give me wonderful messages. You guys kept me in your prayers. I love y'all for that, seriously. But this is the end of the video, yo. Whew, that was a journey. Honestly, I feel like this has affected everything that I was doing, especially YouTube, because I was so tired, so drained, everything. I still try to provide content, but obviously it's not enough. If I post every couple of months, I need to be consistent every day, and that's what I try to do. So after recovery, like I'll post more videos and stuff like that. But I just really want to say thank y'all. You know, we're gonna hit 400 subscribers, which is crazy. We're almost at 400 subscribers. Hey, so make sure y'all subscribe, give this video a like, and make sure you turn your post notifications on, because all the videos, y'all be loving it, and that's on period. But this is Kalia 11, y'all, and I'm out. See you in the next video. You got, yeah, pretty little thing.